They are ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the third map coming up here. compLexity starting on the terrorist side, and will be NiP starting on the CT side. So hope you're ready for it. I know it's getting late over in Europe, but a lot of you still up and watching, and that's great news here.
That is great.
Yeah.
If you're just now tuning in, the first map was 16-13 in favor of compLexity on DE Inferno. We'll go ahead and hop in. Looks like they may be pushing up, not just yet. And the second map went in favor of NiP, 16-7. They're on cash.
And look at the entry from compLexity. They take short and long exactly at the same time. And I mean, NiP, how are they going to bring it back from this? It's going to be almost impossible. compLexity are going to get the bomb down, and they have all members still alive.
Yeah, so they've been able to rotate back around now. They haven't decided to go ahead and push here towards the A bomb site. You can see NiP pushing over there towards Catwalk. All three members are going to make this happen now. They still have players that are ready to rotate. Bomb is planted for long A as well right now. And so here comes the nades came over early, but they still have not lost a member yet, and they won't. All 5 members from compLexity stay alive. And they all had, actually, they all got a kill too. So it was a complete team effort, what we call, I don't know if this reference is still used, hopefully it is, a team ace.
Oh yeah, it is.
I was like, I hope.
we still employ it. Actually, I think I used it because you told me for a very long time ago that was the term. So we've just we've kept it alive for a while.
I hope so, because otherwise I'm an old man.
No, we try and keep it alive. But look, that round, I think if semphis, he had body armor. And if he had no body armor, he would have died to those grenades. Now they're pushing into the bomb site. Oh, what?
Oh,
and
no.
Forest, are you kidding me? They're not even done yet. They're going to push up again, but there it is. Anger and Hiko bring it back. That could have been devastating.
Sean Karras did decide to buy a scout this round. We'll throw that out there as well. But it is down to a 3-on-3. Get right does have a Nova in hand. And he's going to be flanking really quickly. And he's going to have some long distance action. He is going to push all the way up. Sean Karras needs to worry about his flank. Is they're still battling it out, and right around the corner is going to be Get Right. Down to a 2-on-1 now. Fifflaren, last man standing. He's been spotted over there towards the B tunnels, and they're really just going to go ahead and slow things down here. He's going to pick up a weapon here. Ooh, it is a scout.
That's an incredibly weird round. I mean,
no doubt.
Getting those first 2 kills from Forest and
you can see in the bottom left hand of your screen there the player cam. Thank you, ESEA, for popping into the player cam here in the second map, now for the third. But you can see both friberg and Forest going, yep, you got one? Yeah, I got one too, bro. probably not like that, but yeah, something along those lines.
We'll try and see later on if we can figure out how to actually tab into the NiP voice comms, because that can be fun as well. I'll try and do my best to translate if we make it happen. But right now, they have the scout on Fifflaren. See if something strange can pop up again here.
You never know. You never know. As right now, we're on board here with Fifflaren, taking a look at the cross. Doesn't spot anybody. And they're just kind of now going to tap away here inside of mid. Misses that first one. Still kind of bouncing back and forth. They know that he has a scout. And who is that toying with him? That is going to be semphis, I believe.
I think it's
Sean. No,
yeah.
that's Sean.
My
math is not. My math is wrong.
Forest peeking out. friberg going to come in as well. They do get the 1 kill. I'm not sure that's going to be quite enough, but the rest of NiP, they're already in this bomb site, and they do great damage. Fifflaren with the scout. Oh, this is going to be it. He gets the body shot, and around the corner, he's got help.
Sorry, I call it the assist maker for a reason. It causes so much damage and enough for your teammates to finish off the kill. You can see that was Get Right pushing in. Now Fifflaren says, no, it's not an assist maker, it's a kill maker. He's looking for another one. He will get taken down and Xizt. He's going to get dropped as well. But he did cause a lot of damage during that round from Fifflaren with that scout. But now the score is going to be 3-0, and we'll finally see our first gun round now.
I was quite sure Fifflaren was actually going to be able to win that round. That looked very doable. That looked very doable.
He played it exactly the way you're supposed to with the scout. Peek out, pop a shot, and fall back.
Now, Jordan has no body armor. Oh, there it is. Okay, so a little bit late to buying then. But it's all right. It's not a big deal. Instead, NiP, are they going to boost? Yeah, they get right and Xizt both aggressively on short. So this is a big change around. The only other team that I know that routinely does this 2-man short push is Virtus Pro. And it's kind of fun to see NiP trying to pick this up as well.
Nades coming over. And Fifflaren's now going to get dropped down to low health. They were able to make that call out, saying that they're pushing up there towards Catwalk. They're going to continue to fall back. Xizt. He does have that smoke from Get Right to help him out. He's going to go chasing after the kill. Hiko did pick up that Deagle kill. And so he'll finally get dropped there.
Bit of a shame. They had a man advantage for all of about 3 seconds until Get Right showed up. But still, a killer's kill, and right now it's definitely favoring complexity. They have enough time to make this push happen. If Xizt misses a shot here, that could be the round.
Flash over the top. That's going to deter Xizt a little bit. Another flashbang over. He misses that shot. Perfect pop flashes, perfect flashbangs there from complexity. And now Get Right's going to have to battle this one long range. He's caught out in the open and dropped by Sean Gears.
Oh, this is a nice push from complexity. I love the way they did that. Pushing one guy into CT spawn as well. Just making sure that even if Xizt got that first kill up on the catwalk, probably he would have gone down anyway. So yeah, they're just covering all their bases at the moment, and now it's a 4-on-1. Even though, look at it. I mean, look at complexity. 17 health on Anger, 28 on semphis, 10 on nothing, but they're alive.
That's all that matters. You can have 1 HP and stay alive. Of course,
Yeah.
that's the Madden viewpoint, but again, that's all you need in a round to even win a round. And Forrest picking up the exit, but he also I believe he dropped an op
Yep. So
and
that's
said,
unfortunate.
"Here you go. You can have it back. Xizt, do you want the op?" Or whoever has close mid pick, probably.
That might be the deciding difference here. That's actually really huge.
And
Now,
Forrest says, "I got this."
now complexity got to play a lot more carefully. Then if it had just been a rifle, they could have really just taken it around with ease. But now they got to think about what they're doing.
Let's hop back over here with Forrest and see if he gets a pick here to start things off.
Flash in the middle and then peek. But complexity don't care.
Checking there through the box, he's going to regroup with his teammates. Now I like this this approach here. With him being with his teammates, he might be able to hold on to the weapon a little bit longer. But look out, Get Right's been able to pick up one after getting dropped there. It's been a nice little trade of kills, and Forrest really trying to line up that shot, and he picks up his second one. Again, we go back to the fact that Sean Gears lost his op there in that long A double doors. No reason to push out with an op. And here we have it. Now we're down to a 1v2, and you have a deagle in the hands of Friberg. We saw what he did over there towards the B tunnels, and an op in hand there for Forrest.
Now we'll have to see. Hiko, he's got time
That's
to
just
wait,
silly.
but I mean, look at NiP. Look how patiently they're playing here. Friberg covering the crossover, Forrest looking to see. Nobody's going B, and that's the thing. That's because of the architecture of the map, right? You can spot everything that goes down this whole line. So yeah, they can just do this all day. They don't even have to worry.
Well, the good spot where Friberg is he's going to be right there for a quick rotate. He's going to make a call out here, too, as well as he crosses. Now you're going to see Forrest change, and he misses that shot. So Hiko will get into the bomb site. Now they're going to make the call out, knowing that he's planting the bomb, and now it's going to be back down, though. This kind of in favor for Hiko in terms of time, but it is still a 1v2 nonetheless.
Forrest has a kit, so if he goes down on long, then Friberg's going to be almost out of time already. They're going to push up at the same time. Hiko makes the jump. I think he spotted him already. So now this 1-on-2 might actually work out for him. Hiko, he spotted a lot of time already, but Forrest will get the kill. Triple for him, and there's enough time with the kit. Oh, wow. So the one ult,
Yep.
the one AWP, that's all they lost.
That's all you need to lose. It's. I believe whenever you're watching a professional game, it's always not about who does what well, but who makes those mental mistakes. Those little fine details is where things start to turn the tide. It's who makes the wrong moves and who takes advantage of those moves. And you saw what Forrest did, picking up 3 off kills in the round and leading them to a victory in that round.
Yeah, one that NiP really needed. That was about to be 5-0 in favor of complexity, and now 4-1, looking a lot
And
better
full
for
guns.
the Swedish team.
And
And they buy another orb.
And they've got 2 ops now, yep. Fifflaren and Forrest both having ops. You can see Fifflaren here on Cat, who's got an AWP, and Forrest over there inside of B window getting picks now.
Yeah, and then it was going to be a B-split push coming out from complexity, but so far they're not really making it work. It's Anger and Hiko left, and actually it's a 2-on-2 thanks to Hiko picking up a double kill.
So Hiko's going to need some time here to help out Fifflaren, watching across, making sure nobody pushes back around. So they know still that Hiko hasn't pushed out. They also know that Anger's still on the backside of the site.
Oh,
But Get Right. Wow, you were kidding, as he did not check over there towards tunnels. Anger just on the other side. He will be able to peek around. And Anger with the crazy flick shot there into Get Right.
Yeah, and now Fifflaren says, all right, last time we saved the 1 orb, and that was enough. We're going to do it again, and can't really blame them for that. No reason for him to push in a 1-on-2 like that, so he's going to be running away That's a good round from compLexity. It looked like they had definitely lost that round.
Well, again, you mentioned it. It was that cross there for Hiko. He was watching from mid double doors. He was able to get them as they were rotating back around. He picked up that double kill, and that right there was enough. Now, one of the things, if compLexity would have lost that round, it would have been due to the fact that when they pushed up, they didn't sandwich at the same time. They didn't collapse on the B bomb side at the same time. The two guys from B tunnels took way too much time to actually push in, but nonetheless, they ended up coming up with the round and picking up that 5-1. Let's see if that op is going to be effective going into this round.
And actually, the rest of NiP have decided to buy as well, even though it's a Mag 7 and some other stuff too. Might work out. Here's going to be the flash from Xizt. Pop right down. Get right going to peek afterwards and very nearly takes down Anger. That's close.
They need to stop the bleeding now for NiP. Just buying whatever they can. And so we'll see as Anger again gets dropped down to low health, down to 13. Still taking their time to push up here towards Catwalk. They got that smoke just on the other side. You see Get Right. It's going to play close quarters now. Another flashbang pushing over. They're going to be completely blind. Xizt is going to have to backpedal now. That looks like they're going to continue to push over here towards that Catwalk now.
And now Xizt is going to go down on long. Fifflaren is to fall, and friberg, the only one close by. That grenade could have killed 3 members. That could have been a triple grenade from friberg, but it wasn't enough. Forest in the middle is going to take a kill, but it is too late.
They've got 3 players left alive with low health. Of course, now Forest does as well. But they had 3 players, and that would have been enough.
I really want to thank NiP for giving us a little bit of Counter-Strike education right here, because there was something really cool that happened this round. So the first time, Xizt was in the back, Get Right up close. They throw a pop flash down, Get Right peeks and very nearly kills Anger. It's 13 health left.
He probably could have killed him.
Probably could have killed him. Yeah, another time it would have been one more pellet and he would have been gone. Now let's see actually if they're going to find Forest in the corner here. Hiko's pushing in, and Forest is gone. Now, that was the first iteration, right? That's what happened the first time. The next time, they set up to do the exact same thing, but because the timing was actually just 1 second off, they pushed out right as the flash was mid-air. Get Right died, Xizt died, and that was it. So it was kind of cool to see the exact same setup playing out in 2 different ways, and that's what Counter-Strike is all about. Is that 1 second between perfect timing and complete failure.
It's the details, it's the mistakes that matter, and that's where things kind of come into play. And that's one of the things that I've always enjoyed about Counter-Strike is watching how people take advantage of mistakes or misintel. So we'll see. They've got a CZ there in the hands of Fifflaren. They've got 2 guys over there towards Car, and they're going to be, Forest is just kind of battling it out there with Sean Gears, completely blind, and they still have friberg. friberg's still in there. He's still causing a ruckus.
Oh god, completely crazy round once again, but it looks like Xizt is not going to be able to do this. He's got 6 HP, even though nothing is very low. It's going to be tough. Bomb goes down, and what a maddening round.
That's just crazy. The fact that it even got down to this point. Where it's down to this 1 versus 2. You've got Hiko just right there watching the push in, and so they'll take round now. 7-1, what could be an 8-0 score right now. Let's listen and feel how confident compLexity is right now.
Sensor join.
Yeah. Do you want to double off? I can't afford it.
You 3-row cat, you 3-row cat. Just screw him. Me and Jordan are picking.
Now, there's some irony in what just happened there. We were listening to compLexity, and they said, do you want to double op it? Well, on the flip side, what you had pointed out to me is that NiP is actually double opping, and they've got the same setup with Forest over there towards B and Fifflaren watching Cat. Oh, nice drop.
Yeah, Fifflaren going to have to fall back, and he actually jumped on his teammate's head there. That was a little bit confusing. Get Right goes down. Fifflaren going to have to wait and buy time. They still have a 1-man advantage, and there's Xizt with a nice headshot. Second headshot coming in. Nicely done. Now Hiko, 1-on-4 here, and he's going to take the 1, but he's got a long way to go, Corey.
Yeah, again, like you said, down to 1v3. He has some time on his hands, and it's pretty smart. The fact that he's trying to get the bomb planted right away, knowing that they're going to be able to rotate, and out in the open is going to be friberg, catching him off guard. Now he's not in a good spot for that long A area. He has too many different angles. Now he lines up perfectly, and he spots 1, sprays away, forgets the fact that he needs to reload, but he knows that he caused some damage there to Fifflaren. They know that he's over there inside the A side. Look out, they've got some nades. Hiko taking down Forest, now down to 1-on-1. Hiko just inside of the site. Fifflaren, he's gonna get dropped. Hiko picks up not 1, not 2, but 4 kills in the round. And we've got some love that's being shared from compLexity's side. 8-1, 7-round lead. And there's no reason that Hiko should still be standing alive there.
That is the breaking point right there. Hiko did it on Inferno. He did the quad kill when they were on the terrorist side, and this is the second time he's done it now. If there is a man of the match so far, it is without a single doubt going to be Hiko. 2 incredibly important rounds, and NiP back to Hikoing. What an absolutely tremendous play from just one individual here, and once again, right through the door. Going to take down friberg. Yeah, this is Hiko's tournament so far.
Momentum is everything, and right now you can see that they're playing really well together, and of course Hiko picking up that round. He can just vibe off of it. Forrest with the CZ takes down the bomb carrier, and just like that, NiP though, they've been playing a lot of Counter-Strike, and remember, they were down 7-1 in that first map, and they're trying to turn this one back around down to a 2v2.
Come on, Forrest. Well, they pick up the bomb, and now Forrest has actually blocked his own path there. So, in the middle, Fifflaren, if he dies, it's a 2-on-1, and he only has a pistol. He's going to throw out a quick grenade, but that won't do much. Forrest, though, I mean, this is the power. He just picks up 1 AK, and then in a very short time, he's got the triple. Yeah.
So rough. It's just not right.
It's not right. Well, they just released the stats on it, so it seems like it's probably going to get nerfed soon.
I would hope so.
Well, let's see. It's a 2-on-2. There's AKs on semphis and nothing. The bomb is down as well. This should be another compLexity round. Especially with semphis hitting shots like that. And that makes it, what, a triple kill for semphis? Doing fine work. And they should have won that round anyway. Maybe a little bit easier, but 9-1.
Let's go back to the first map for a moment. We're on DE Inferno, and compLexity led that map 7-1.
Yeah.
After that point, NiP started to climb their way back and really started to show off how well they are. This time, we reached 7-1, and Hiko, on that round, on the 9th round, said, no, we're not doing this again, and he continues that momentum, and that's where we sit 9-1 right now.
I think that's exactly what's happened so far, and I mean, he's 15-1-3. Hiko has a kill-death ratio of 5 at the moment, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now they're going to try and boost up in the middle, and there's a great kill. Forrest opening up and gets a double kill, but immediately returned. Look at that. semphis Hiko bringing it back. Get right. He's going to try and flash his way in, but I think that's a bad move. 3 members on the other side. He actually gets through alive and then takes down Anger. That's the bomb drop.
The one person to take down.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh, it is Hiko, though. Down to this 1-on-2.
Not again.
A lots of time, and finally he will get taken down by Xizt.
All right. Once is it's already one time too many, right? So
I'm a spectator like everyone else.
all right.
I'm just talking about it as I see it. There's no prediction here. I'm not anticipating anything. I'm just here. I paid good money for these seats.
We do have some of the best seats in the house, don't we?
Yep.
That's the advantage right there. So auto sniper on Xizt. We actually saw NiP do this on Inferno as well when things were going downhill. They just tried to see if they could bring it back, and that very nearly worked. That was very effective on Inferno.
And so now we see, looks like they decided to go ahead and buy. They're trying to make sure that they try to impact NiP's economy. So that's why they're forcing this buy here.
There's actually still a chance NiP could have a really good first half because compLexity don't have that much money. If they lose a round here, it might turn around, but semphis with the opening. Forrest goes down, the B-bomb site's lost, and NiP cannot challenge this. 3-on-4 is almost impossible.
I think right now it's an ego thing. They want to show off that they deserve to be in this round right now. As now they are playing it smart. They are falling back. Xizt is going to hold on to this auto snipe.
I'm stunned by what we're seeing right here. This is a 7-round lead for the North American team.
About to be 8.
About to be an 8th round lead, you're right. And NiP just have no money. And the thing is, compLexity, they're winning all the really important rounds. There's obviously Hiko's quad kill. But right here, it would have been an eco for compLexity if they lost this round. And they just when that's about to happen, they bring it back.
And they have 4 players left alive. Not only do they win this round, but they have 4 players alive. Yeah. And so they're able to keep that economy. They're able to just focus on buying a nade set. There's nothing that's really going to impact them that well. Again, it's just $1,000 that they have to throw away on a nade set.
You know what? I think I said this to you during the break. I would have thought, just, when Dust 2 came up as a map, as the deciding map, I thought what was going to make the difference would be whether or not Sean Gares could AWP really well, and he's been doing fine with a rifle. They don't even care about the AWP on complexity. They're just doing this, running and gunning and taking down Forest. Get Right next in line is going to be able to take down Hiko, but he drops very low. Fifflaren dies, and now Get Right stuck in the pit. Grenade to follow. He's down to 70 HP, and he's going to need some backup really soon.
And look at that, nothing makes it out. And Sean Gares, it's just, I'm a loss for words right now. And the fact that how perfect some of these timings are, the great peaks that they're seeing, and now it's left up to Get Right.
Yeah,
Down to a
semphis.
1-on-3, low on health there. You got Anger low on health, semphis half health at 37. And they're just going to go ahead and get that bomb planted inside of B. Get Right's not done though. Down to a 1-on-2. Anger low on health. Sean Gares at 40. They do have a molly to kind of slow things down. That's in the hands of Sean Gares. I wonder if he has it primed. He does not. I'm happy that he doesn't have it primed. But they are watching the same angle with both low health.
If he walks in this,
that's not a good thing.
And if he walks in front of this, I think he's just going to go down immediately. He's going to walk right in front of the double peak, basically. Get Right tries to defuse once. They're both going to come, and they make it work. Anger with the double kill, and that's 11-2 in favor of complexity. I don't know. I'm really shocked right now. I'm shocked. This is not what I was expecting. We didn't do predictions beforehand, but I'm not afraid to say if someone had asked me what the score was going to be, I would have said it would be NiP 2-0 in complexity here. I think that's what everyone thought. Yeah,
there's not a doubt in our minds. If you would have said that you thought that complexity was going to win this at 2-1, again, this map is not done yet.
No.
There's still a whole other second half to play. But the way things are playing out right now, I just don't know. And this time they fall right into the trap of NiP, but it looks like there's some holes in the net as Xizt is now the last one alive, down to a 1-on-3.
Complexity, they've really been brute forcing a lot of this map. They just run in and they get the better trade. And, you know, at a sort of very basic level, that's how you win a round in Counter-Strike. You trade better than the other team and you end up winning it. No problem there. Now 1-on-3, Xizt is going to go down. It's a really good eco round from NiP, but they don't need good eco rounds. They need to actually win rounds. 2 rounds is not enough on the CT side. Not even close.
Wow. They do have enough to completely buy here. They're not having to try to buy whatever they can. And so they're really putting a lot of pressure on this round.
And look at this. They have so much money complexity. They buy scope rifles to shoot down the middle, and they do 0 damage. All right.
It takes us back to the All-Star game where we saw those double scouts pushing up and through double doors and spamming through with, from the American side was the Galils, but here we have it. Sean Gares just kind of toying with them.
Yeah, that one was a little bit too far, and Forest guesses the right angle, right through the smoke. So this is a good start for NiP. It's still hard to see them coming back, but I mean, they need to think about this one round at a time.
I told you before, I'm just a spectator watching a good game.
A very good game.
You and I have both seen a lot of Counter-Strike, and there is no question that anything is possible.
That is exactly what it is, including Forest picking up a sick triple kill. 2 of them headshots, and I Get Right with the kill. Forest, he gets the... No, actually, friberg stole that. So it remains at a triple, 12-3 for the first half. An overwhelming victory for complexity. There's no other way of putting it.
Yes.
But, as you said, it's never over until it's actually over. And this pistol round could decide a lot.
Yeah, I'm not trying to just say that to save my tail. I'm just saying that because the history of Counter-Strike, any good game will forever continue to try to be a good game. So the way that this whole series, again, this is the crazy part of the whole side of it. Anders, this is our first best of 3.
Yes.
Of the entire tournament.
Exactly
the
right.
first one. We have many, many more to play in this tournament. We're not in the grand finals. We're not in the semifinals. We're in round 1, the first map, the first best of 3 in this tournament for ESEA Season 16.
And what we have actually on our hands is the best team in Europe, the best team in the world right now, playing what many consider now to be probably the second best team in America, the best being iBuyPower. So that really makes you wonder, because there's always this debate about European teams versus North American teams. I mean, complexity certainly are, you know, they're waving the flag high at the moment.
So we'll talk about a lot of speculation after the map, or after this game, after the series is done. But right now, what we've seen, compLexity is playing extremely well, and NiP has done pretty well.
Now we'll see, because NiP, they're the best for a reason, and we'll have to find out if this pistol round is going to be their way back into the game. They are a staggering 9 rounds behind at the moment, but we'll see. There is always a way back, and it starts with this pistol round.
Yeah, I was about to say, which one of us are going to have to say this? NiP need this round.
They do.
It always comes back around.
They
One of
need
us has
all
to
the
say
rounds.
it. Everyone knows it. The viewers at home know this. NiP needs this round.
I can one-up it. NiP need all the rounds at this
Fact.
point. Yeah,
Fact.
all the rounds. Every single one. And it's doable. It's definitely possible to do it. We'll see. If they win this pistol round, I hope we can get a quick shot of it. Well, we already have the player cams up, but NiP, they need this a lot more than compLexity do. But already semphis with the first headshot taking down Get Right. And now, if they go short, this grenade, and there's 1 on nothing. There's the first grenade bumping in. Xizt down to 41. Another grenade to follow. Actually only does 3 damage, but that could have been really good. Oh, those 2 grenades could have sealed the round for compLexity.
Well, also those 2 nades made them think that there was no one over there, though, at the same token. Now they've been able to spawn a player. Nothing with a nice, make that a P2K headshot.
Yeah. Sean missing a bit, and that's too much. He's not going to get even a 3rd strike. 2nd was all he got. Now nothing pushing up very close. Is he going to take the jump while they're planning? No, he's just waiting. Anger shows up. The bomb is down, but friberg's alone. He has to win this round, but he's in a 1-on-3, and he's going to go down. Hiko picks it up, and there
Smart
it is.
Play.
That might have just sealed the deal. Is NiP, they're inches away from being in the lower bracket here.
So you saw at the very end that when they decided to use that incendiary grenade, they tossed it into the site, and they forced friberg out from his spot. So the only spot that you can go to is going to be over there by elevator, while Hiko was just down below and watching him, waiting for him to have to fall back to that point. And just a great job, and how compLexity kind of more or less just adapted to the situation. And right now, I really wouldn't say that compLexity is going off of planned strats, planned setups, or anything like that. I think they're just playing their game, adapting on the fly. And now you've got the jumping scout that's brought to you by Sean Gares.
Yeah, I can't not watch this. I gotta wait and see if he actually does it or not, because he was very close to taking down Forrest, and I think he's just inches away from seeing it, but it's not enough. They have 1 AK, 1 Galil on NiP. They realize it's all or nothing at this point. Either they come back and basically win 13 rounds in a row, or they get knocked to the lower bracket and compLexity finish ahead of NiP. That'll be crazy.
My curiosity was during after the second map, if that would have deflated what compLexity could do here in this 3rd map. But they completely came back out. They socked it right to NiP. That 9-1 run, 12-3 in the first half. Not expected at all. And that confidence is just going to take them throughout the rest of this tournament. Just saying, wow, hey, we had fun. Let's keep playing that way.
Absolutely, Forrest, and there it is, 14-3. Now let's listen into compLexity.
Good fucking job, dude.
Good shit.
Hiko, I told you, it's 1920, dude.
I know,
It's the new fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's the new
Do you want to upgrade, Spencer?
Yeah, sure.
Yo, they're broke, no bomb down. They're
I'm
broke,
picking
no
it.
bomb
Don't
down.
go in lower.
They're broke, no bomb down. They are
Yeah.
broke, no bomb down. Do not fucking
You two
die
play
dumb.
long. You two play long. Need long. I'm picking mid.
So a bit of a mix of actual Counter-Strike information and a little bit of
semphis, so.
and semphis, yeah, just chiming in saying, guys, we need to keep a track of this. But more than that, just they know how close they are to a victory right now. There's Sean picking up 1 as they run up short here. Nothing is going to catch them. Actually, he takes a lot of damage. And grenade will do good, and Get Right is down. Now it's just a 3-on-5, 2-on-5.
Yeah, just dropping 1 by 1. Xizt is the last man standing now. And we are about to be at game point in this first best of 3 for compLexity.
Yeah, and Xizt, I mean, he's been playing out of his mind this whole best of 3. But in a 1-on-4 like that, I'm not so sure. I think someone's about to die. There it is, 15-3. Yeah, so this is not just compLexity winning on Dust 2. This is compLexity annihilating NiP on this map. I mean, I did start out by introducing this map as being the one that NiP have been practicing a lot on. They've really made an effort to improve their performance on Dust 2. So, I don't know what that says, but...
This is insane.
Yeah.
And how much will this impact morale? And luckily enough for them that this isn't a single elimination bracket.
No, that's the good, and you know, it's good for the viewers as well.
Great for the viewers as well.
Well, this sounds weird, but I actually wouldn't be too worried. I think NiP are just, they tend to struggle a lot early in the tournaments. You know, okay, so they kind of did it this DreamHack Summer, but last DreamHack Summer they very nearly got knocked out of the tournament altogether. So I think they're pretty used to having these bumpy rides early on. Obviously, it's not something they planned for, but I think they can make it back just fine.
Yeah, after this round, or when this match is over, I do want to talk to you about some speculation in terms of what things happen or may impact NiP. But right now, looks like they're trying to pick up this round. Now down to a 3-on-2. Hiko right there, spraying away, full spray, and he takes down one. Now Sean Gear is going to push up down to this 1-on-2.
Yeah, with an AWP, going to be very unlikely they can win this unless, you know, NiP decide to try and peek him.
You see, that was friberg. Let me check that. That was Get Right. Oh, you're kidding. Through the box. And now he's going to continue to push up here, and he's going to get taken down by friberg. But just saying, hey, I'll check a spot. I've got nothing to lose. We've got, well, actually, they do have something to lose, and that would be 11 rounds in a row.
Yeah, if they flush 11 rounds right now, that would be an incredible comeback. But it's very hard to see it happening. Even if compLexity are going to be ecoing now and NiP are going to have a little bit of breathing room, I'm not sure it's going to be quite enough.
So one of the things that I was trying to bring out, and this is just kind of more so a pro tip and some of the things that I watch whenever I'm spectating, is you saw how Get Right, whenever he was going up the A ramp, right before, not only was he ducked, but he was, or crouched, he was also, he looked down at an angle to make sure that the top of his head wasn't peering out. And so just that little detail, just again trying to throw that out there for those that are just beginning in CS and really wanting to know and try to play at a top competitive level, those little fine details. So really what you're looking at is not only understand how your first person perspective is and your movement and those types of things, but also understanding how you are in that third person environment, that real world type of thing. As you can see, your shoulder could peek out, your elbow could be around the corner, those types of things.
Definitely really important, and I'm glad you mentioned it as well, because we do have so many new players coming to this game. I'm seeing threads daily on the Global Offensive subreddit.
That's great.
People
so
saying, new to the game, I really need some help, and it's exciting. It really is. This round, pretty good start for compLexity with the early kill, but now it's Sean alone in a 1-on-3 like this, so it's going to be 15-5 here. No big surprise, really.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things that usually gets overlooked, is understanding that you're a third-person player, or that you're a model in the game just like your opponent is.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot. I mean, I think Counter-Strike is...
It is the best team FPS in terms of competition.
And I also feel like...
I've watched a lot of games, and
it's a deceptive game, because when you look at it, it feels like it's alright, you know, you can get pretty good at it, so it feels like maybe it's a little bit simple. But once you really get into it, it's very, very deep, and it takes years to get good at.
Anders, I've been watching Counter-Strike for 10 years. I have not gotten bored of this game throughout that time frame.
No.
I've been playing for 14, which that's just throwing out numbers. But
yeah,
I have not gotten bored. I have not seen, even the simple things still amaze me that these players still do these actions.
Yeah, and we've been watching Dust 2 for how long? I mean, I remember when Dust 2 came out. It's the same maps, but it's still here, and it's still worth watching.
Chills.
Grenade on Fifflaren, down to 8 HP. compLexity continuously on match and map point here. Not to knock NiP out of the tournament, but to knock them down into the lower bracket. And then we'll see what happens. Definitely would be a big upset if it happens, but...
It's like those moments that we've seen so far from Hiko, those 2 quad kills that he has in this series. That right there is what keeps me watching.
Yep.
And the deagle shots from Fifflaren and, Forrest and friberg and B. Those are just silly.
We do need more deagles. That's a fact. We need more deagle shots at the moment, but it's not going to happen right now. We have AK's 1 AWP and a bunch of M4s on the CT side, and it's NiP's turn to make a move. They're going to walk up short, which, you know, compLexity can't know this, but right now, that looks like the perfect opening for NiP. If they put one smoke or flashbang down here, Sean and Anger down here, they're not going to be able to do anything. and the bomb is very likely going to go down.
So Forrest right now has an op in hand. He's pushing up there towards Catwalk. And so what's really strange is he's not doing a thing until the very end where he watches the flank. But he's really not that effective for whenever they decide to push up Catwalk. But he's got his teammates to rely on to make this an impactful round.
NiP got the 2 opening kills, so they should be winning this round. But right now it's back to a 3-on-3, and they're just trading. Fifflaren is so low on health. If friberg dies, that could be the end. I'm not sure if Fifflaren can really stay alive when he gets the headshot anyway. Now,
all you need is 1 HP, Anders.
That's exactly right, and he's got 3 too many at the moment. He's going to go down eventually. Now, friberg inside the bomb site. Hiko's got a kit, so he can still do this, but he's got to move so quickly. friberg hiding, and he gets the kill again. Now a double for friberg, and they win the round, but only barely. That was close.
And he does save the AWP to drop that off to probably Forrest. He's going to go ahead and set him up. I wonder if he's even scoped it in for Forrest already.
Can you do that?
He just, as soon as he picks it up, he's already locked and loaded and ready to go.
That'd be an extra level.
And so he sees the cross over there.
All right.
I'm not sure if he actually saw the cross.
It's difficult to tell because the smoke on GoTV is so different, so we can't always rely 100% on it. The compLexity are back to ecoing, and right now we're looking at 9 straight rounds from NiP to try and force the overtime here.
So sometimes this happens for in or Counter-Strike in specific, where you become so comfortable, right? You know that you have what I mentioned earlier. You had 11 rounds. I believe at one point we may have been at 12.
Yeah.
And so you know that you have this much comfort, but much cushion to work with. And so all you need is that 1 round, but you have 12 rounds to do it. And as you go along, you can say, okay, we still got this. We still got time. Hey, let's just save. Let's just save again. We'll just get more money. We'll win that round. And then over time, it starts to be this spiraling cycle where you get caught. No, we really need to win. And right now, we're at that point, that turning point where they're like, no, we're still good, but nice shot by Anger to start things off.
That was a sickening shot. Forrest got caught mid-end. That was a 5-7 on Anger. Incredible skill, in fact. Now, nothing does go down. semphis is to fall, but even just that 1 click from Anger was enough. He's going to get a second one. Hiko picks up 1. Anger is not done yet. He's got 15 bullets, and they're going to come over him. Oh, God, he takes down 1 Anger! Oh,
what are you doing? Why would you challenge? Why would you challenge?
Oh, and Hiko finishes it off. I think